We talked about this in the Elon bit, and I talked about this in the last Matt Walsh video. The moment there's the slightest bit of pushback, especially with someone who is media trained, like the Chad over here, the moment there's like substantive, seasoned pushback from somebody, look at him. He crumbles. Okay, let's move on to the next person. Okay, get him out of here. I can't do it. I can't do it. This is indeed a Matt Walsh reaction channel, is it not? We've established this some time ago. See, I've covered some debates before from him, and the last debate that I covered before my computer absolutely, what's the term, pulled a fucky wucky. He got his back blown out by a trans woman. Fantastic. Well, would you believe that it happened again? That he posted cringe yet again. And by that I mean he actually posted this. He's not looking good. I normally say particularly ghoulish. This boy is just sweaty today. Anyway, I apologize about the audio. Look, people complain about leftist audio. I think I sound just fine, I gotta say. However, this is unparalleled right-wing audio, okay? So bear with me for a little bit. Surely we'll only be pausing this only a few hundred times. Okay.
I'll answer this and then we'll be... Don't we do this all the time? What you're asking me is, do we...
Also, I would have liked to start this before. 720p? Pain. I would have liked to start this before, but this was edited to fuck. Okay? So this is where this is starting. Apparently, there's a bunch of clips that we're missing. This is reportedly a Vaush fan, if I remember correctly. So, really glad that we're doing the soy virgin meme right now.
But, as you say, the benefit, the well-being of human beings above the truth. And what I'm telling you is that is the ultimate false dichotomy.
Matt Walsh likes getting his back broken by trans women. Sounds about right. True. So true. Sorry for the mic peaking. I'm just trying to dip you guys' toe into the sound quality here. Okay. Sorry. Anyway.
Above the truth. And what I'm telling you is that is the ultimate false dichotomy. We do not have to choose between those two. In fact, there is the ultimate well-being for a human being is to live in the truth with a deep recognition of truth.
These words mean nothing. Earlier, we were talking about the kind of vague, amorphous posturing at populism. This is more along that same line, except it's not even really populism. It's just vague. That's it. Oh, I speak the truth, and the liberals don't want you to know that they're taking the truth away, but you can't silence the truth because truth always supersedes in the... They do this all the time. Do you guys remember when Cucker Carlson was doing the same thing on his first little weird announcement video on Twitter? It's that same vague gesturing that means nothing. It just fills air. And these baboons in the background will just kind of vaguely clap at whatever he says. Again, as we went over last time, I think that this needs to be analyzed because we are seeing somebody who is good at going on Matt Walsh's platform and asking the right questions, talking to the audience, not to Matt Walsh, but to his audience, and is working on pulling them over, and is doing it pretty successfully.
That's how you...
This isn't a new thing. I mean, we do this already with religion, for example.
Oh God, what happened? What happened? What happened to the audio?
We've never seen anybody walk on water. But
Oh God, I'm so sorry. Maybe we can turn this up on my end a little bit as well for you guys.
there are so many stories of people who have been changed by.
Are you kidding me? The amount of work that I put into my stream and getting the audio right and getting the visuals right, like everything. And this is what they can afford? Billionaire funded. And this is what they got. I'll try and translate.
Walk on water, but there are so many stories of people who have been changed by by God. They've seen the light of God. And so we sort of turn a blind eye to science, right?
Replay that. Okay, so he's saying that religious people can cast aside their preconceived notions of science and logic with ideas like Jesus can walk on water, like Jesus can turn water into wine. They just kind of push that aside for a broader faith and do good by that.
We're gonna
innate science.
The kid has a point, unquestionably.
For our benefit.
Look at him. Also, by the way, before we get too lost in the sauce here, because I have a pause quota to meet, the Chad and the Virgin. Look at how submissive and breedable my boy Matt is here. Mash Buttons, more like Matt Buttons. Look how bottom this boy is. Mash Buttons saying that I look like Matt Walsh. I don't know, buddy. I don't know. He looking a lot like you. Okay, stop. Mash Buttons was nice to me when I was on hiatus, so I have to be nice to Yeah, Matt Walsh do be looking submissive and breedable. I think I could breed Matt Walsh. I think I could fill up that pussy.
By God, they've seen the light of God. And so
yeah, true anti-bottom action. Science, right? True pup.
We're gonna innate science because it's for our benefit.
Yeah. So he says, so to rephrase his argument, just in case you guys can't hear it, he's saying that we cast a blind eye to logic in the face of religion because ideally people who are religious want to do right by each other. It's kind of they do the moral good thing, you know. All right.
We're gonna let someone else ask a few questions.
And he runs away from it. We talked about this in the Elon bit, and I talked about this in the last Matt Walsh video. The moment there's the slightest bit of pushback, especially with someone who is media trained, like the Chad over here, like the Chad Vaushite over here. The moment there's like substantive, seasoned pushback from somebody, look at him. He crumbles. Okay, let's move on to the next person. Okay, get him out of here. I can't do it. Mash Buttons, are you actually going EPs now? Did I bully you? I'ma head out. Oh, no. Oh, no. We lost Mash Buttons. Mash Buttons, you better not leave. I'm sorry. I had to, though. Surely you understand. But this is what I'm talking about. Matt Walsh is a fucking coward, okay? He propagates himself on this idea of machismo, right? He's the big boy, you know. Oh, I'm so mean. Everyone on the right should be more mean. But then the moment that crumbles around him, that somebody points at him and calls him out, stands tit for tat to him, you know. He crumbles. He can't do it. He walks it back. He always walks it back.
Before you walk away, though, hey, wait a minute. Wait.
Wait. He did the shower thought. How long was that?
We're gonna let someone else ask a few questions.
Yeah. Because you're scared of, yeah. So we're looking. We're looking at about 10 seconds here. He just had his moment where he was like, oh God, I wish I would have said. I forgot how this pans out. I bet he's gonna do the whole "what is a woman" thing.
Wait a minute.
Is that the meme?
Because anyone who comes up and if you want to argue with me about the trans stuff, it's great. You know, I'm glad we can have the conversation.
He's gonna do his catchphrase, isn't he?
Truth. We're talking about biological sex. So I always have to ask the question at the end. I mean, everyone knows what the question's going to be. But so what is a woman? Can you define this?
Yeah, there it is. See, that's how you win them back. You say the punchline. Say the line, Matt Walsh. What's a woman? And then everyone fucking freaks out, dude.
I think the answer to what is a woman is a person who aligns with feminine traits that we traditionally associate with females.
You have to understand, okay? There's no right answer to this. What he said was empirically correct. What he said was a woman is somebody who we apply feminine traits to socially. There's no right answer to that question in that setting because immediately the response to that, if it's more than just the most brain synapse devoid 1 or 2 word sentence, is booing, you know? They're mad that they actually have to use their brain. See, he's showing at least 2 or 3 brain synapses here. And Matt Walsh and his acolytes don't really like that. However, I will say, he is doing very well. You talk calmly. You know, you're not attacking Matt Walsh. Again, I need everyone to kind of think of this as we're doing media training right now, okay? If you, God willing, for whatever reason, you idiot, you're in a situation like this, which you shouldn't be, But if you are, and if you're confident that you can do this well, that you can do a service to the trans community in this setting well, this is how you do it. You're not pandering. You're not talking over. You're talking calmly. And you say your point. And you make your point not to Matt Walsh, but to his audience. The amount of, I will say, the amount of brass balls on this boy to just continue over the booze, fantastic.
The feminine side of the spectrum. So that's my answer.
What is a dumbass? True. Can you answer what is a dumbass, Matt? And then the moment he doesn't say, me, you start booing him.
And
sorry.
The definition of everything changes over time. And as we continue to learn more about what humans can really be, I think that can continue to grow. And I hope
absolutely. So what he's employing right now is kind of the same argument that I employed with my debate with Soda, which is not just saying that language changes, but saying that there is power in that we have evolved as a species and as social beings, and that language is going to change with that things don't really stay the same rhetorically, but that there's power in that. There's a lot of power and beauty in that, genuinely. Fantastic job, again.
Okay.
But I just want to make clear that you
I can't hear you.
As soon as I brought up a point that you didn't want to respond to.
Yeah, hey, you backed away. You backed away from my point. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. No, you cowered away from me. I can't hear you.
I couldn't hear what you say your last comment.
I was just saying I want to point out that you asked me to leave as soon as I brought up something you didn't want to respond to. So.
What did I want to respond to?
I will freely leave. I mentioned religion being a source of where we deny or look past science for the greater sense of humanity.
Does everyone know what I'm saying when I talk about talking to your audience? Not really pandering to them. We saw this a lot with the Tennessee Three. They employed this this kind of like biblical rhetoric, this Southern biblical rhetoric that was really popular with like the Panthers and civil rights leaders back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. It's talking to your audience. It's knowing your audience. Matt Walsh is a theocratic fascist, self-proclaimed theocratic fascist. And so to deny him his faith in this instance, to say, you're not really a Christian, you're not really a Catholic. I was talking to Mash Buttons about this, actually. Kind of employing that sense of biblical fear and misunderstanding within those communities is so powerful. Matt Walsh. I was getting confused from my comment earlier. Mash Buttons was saying that they grew up religiously, and so it, kind of tickles their fancy whenever they hear that these kind of like biblical arguments brought up. And it's not only that it tickles, the opposition's fancy, but it triggers something within their crowd specifically. It's not talking to Matt Walsh. He's not making that point for Matt Walsh. He's making that point for his audience, because now his audience is thinking, maybe I do cast aside logic from time to time. Not that you need to with the trans debate either. There's no shortage of studies, meta-studies, and meta-meta studies, the study of studies, to prove our point, of course. However, assuming the argument, we can still cast that aside, and concede the argument and talk to that audience in a way that is amicable and persuasive. I think they actually tried silencing them, like lowering the mic volume. Yeah, absolutely. It's incredibly foolish to try and debate someone like this on one of their platforms. Every debate that I have scheduled has been on a neutral platform, if not my own. More often than not, a neutral platform. I will never go on someone else's platform and debate them. It's absolutely foolish. When they have mic control, when they have editing control, foolish.
And you asked me to
leave.
I did
respond to that. Okay.
I did respond to that.
Quite directly.
How?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Your response was, go away.
Thank you for your question.
Next question. So, I still can't hear you.
I can't hear you. You got to speak up. All right.
A modern day debate. I'm editing this out. That was in the works.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you very much.
I had 2 people cower away from me, Cocoa Pup. Yep.
I do want to just to, if we could follow up on one point, a woman is someone who aligns with feminine traits. 2 problems with that. Number one, you are reinforcing
2 problems. 1, do you see how feminine I am right now?
Very strictly the very gender roles the left has spent decades trying to tear down. But number 2, what does the word feminine mean? The word feminine means things that are associated with women. And so you're defining woman by saying the people that do things that are associated with women. And so that's a circular...
That's what trans women are doing. That's what they're doing. Oh, God. Oh, he's so dumb. Is there any more from our big brain boy?
Okay. So.
Is there any more from our big brain boy? There's not. Okay. I genuinely want everyone to know. Firstly, Matt Walsh got fucking destroyed again. I don't know what it's been recently over the past month or 2. Both him, Crowder, Ben Shabibs, they've really been posting their L's on main. Foolish, even. Yeah, this is fantastic. I'm glad that he posted this. I'm glad that he's posting his L's. Also, boy looks sweaty. Boy looks stressed. He's been getting, threats of protest, but he calls it, violence and death threats and shit. He's had people show up and protest him being at their college campuses, so he can't espouse whatever new Nazi talking point of the week he wants to espouse. And good on them, genuinely. Hey, you're scared? Good. I'm glad. If you feel a fraction of the fear that trans people do in their day-to-day lives because of rhetoric like yours, fine. I don't give a fuck, dude. That's fantastic. Cower away, slinker away into the nothingness, into irrelevancy, the smallest corner of the internet, and stop raking in those big bucks. Hey, you don't have to do these stupid tours, dude. You don't. You don't have to have your back blown out consistently by trans women, by leftists. You're choosing this. Of course, I end all these segments with a call to action. Matt, if you would ever like to come on and debate, I am more than welcome to schedule that. If there's a moderator, by all means. So feel free to reach out. I have tried no shortage of times, of course. Matt Walsh is clinically, fatally, I dare say, allergic to debating any true leftists who are media trained. But I would like to show this as a practice, that there are, in certain circumstances, ways where you can use these people's platform against them, as shown. And the fact that Matt so easily crumbled under the smallest bit of pushback is not just fantastic, it's common.
Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you're so inclined, feel free to like and share the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more. If you would like to join chat on stream, go pop on over to twitch.tv/CommieBravo. I hope to see you there.